Welcome back to the bubble, ladies and gentlemen, and 100 turns of the Witch Realm of Angmar. In the last episode, we managed to take Gobadrain to kind of seal us off against with the border against the Dunedain, but we also have this little region that we actually have a quest to take. ANGSÜL. It's going to run out in 7 turns, so I'm thinking if I would like to just send troops to try and siege them out. I don't know how quick that would go, but I do know that I do not want to siege to attack them in a siege, because they do have a decent garrison, and also I do think that they might have towers. So I will actually be sending troops to start sieging, and also I will be reinforcing them with some units from the forts, etc. But I just would like to take this region as well. So let's see. Let's build up some rams just to keep it occupied. Actually, let's go with like that. Okay, because look at this. They do have Iron Crown Warriors, which are the next tier. I can't even train those yet, and they have a lot of, or at least 2 sections of Angmar archers, then some Goblin infantry that I'm not really that scared of, and some thralls and hillmen. But still, I mean, I do think they have. I can't see if they have towers, but I would guess so. But I'll also need to send some reinforcements to Gobadrain, just in cases. So I'll send these guys over to ANGSÜL, and then some of them will need to keep going to Gobadrain. We do actually have units already here in this fort ready to reinforce it, Gobadrain, if that would be necessary. But now that fort is empty, maybe we can send these guys in just to, so they don't cost any upkeep. And I guess that's pretty much it for this turn. Would like to send some more units from Litash. We took Morvatarth as well, so that's awesome. And I'm actually starting to build a armory right there to give us some more. I mean, they have 3 units there, but I don't want to mess up with the elves too early. But we do have decent troops here. We don't have a lot, but we do have some wargs, and we do have some hillmen. We have some trash to throw in case we would need it. Rip Warg Bro, don't really have any more units. I would like to see if I have any more agents to use. No. I have this agent that I will basically be throwing around along the border with the Dunedain, but also I would really love to recruit another one. But I don't think I can yet, or maybe I started recruiting that one. I don't know where I started recruiting. Or maybe I started building a smokehouse so I can recruit, whatever. Anyway, I will be looking to get some more spies, just because they are like mobile towers. Really good to have. Also, it would be interesting to see if the independent fortress is already sallying out. That would be very interesting to see. Yeah, they do. Okay. This might go in any direction. Actually, I will be pulling back, because they had Western Moria is besieged. That's not good. Then Khazad-dûm is attacking the Goblins of Moria, and that is not good at all. Okay, so we do have some more units, and I do think that this would help out more. So now we should be able to take them on. These small ass squads shouldn't even be in this army, but whatever. At least we have some good generals in that army. Barchaleg got some new units, and you also have some thralls on the way. So I'm thinking if it might be a good idea to take you out already. And maybe try to move you to a fort or something like that. But not to the east, but rather up here to the north. If I take you guys out, will you behave? Yes, Bartzeleg will behave. And in the next turn they will have some thralls. So that will work out just fine. Now let's see if we can do some investments. Athelin got the smoking house. So I will recruit a spy, and also let's actually get a... I would like a hillman camp there so I can start recruiting some actual soldiers. But I also need to keep a close eye on my economy. Like getting crop rotation in Kandun, but that's expensive. War camp would also be nice. I'm not gonna go with that yet. Fairground, that's also so expensive. Why is everything so dang expensive? Maybe I should go with the Master Mason's Hall. Just to make everything that I construct a bit cheaper. I think that might be a good idea. There we go. And then can recruit some... Not gonna get any wargs for now. Bartschlag, you could only recruit hillmen. Gobedrain, you can recruit some Angmar infantry, and actually so we shall. Would like to get some more archers though, because as I recall from the last... From the 6 turns from the last episode, I did not have that many archers, and they are quite useful. So I'm actually going to queue up some units for the next turn. But now, ANGSÜL is free to sally out if they'd like to. You are in Karndum. Right, we might actually lose a couple of coins till the next turn, but that will be a problem for the next turn. Okay, so far it doesn't look like Dunedain is running around in the north at least. Oh, and another thing, in the last episode, both the clans of Eneduith and the Dunland faction decided to ally with the Dunedain. So that's really not good. I'm hoping that... Yes. I would love it if the Dwarves of Eredluin accepted the gift of Sauron. So we could ally with them, and then we would have another evil faction fighting in the west. Instead, for now, it's just me up here, and then it's the High Elves and Dunland, the clans of Eneduith, the Dunedain, of course, and Bree and Eredluin and High Elves over here as well. So I would need a couple of allies on the western side of the Misty Mountains. Warriors of Khan, love me. That's awesome. And we did get some more units, some more in Ripborg Bro. That's awesome. See if we can use them somehow. But we can actually get some decent buildings here. Let's go with the paths first of all, the dirt paths. Barchaleg. Got some thralls, and if I retrain you, you would get some armor most likely, right? But I would also like the leather worker, but that would only give me 20 more gold. So actually, let's see if I can spend that money somewhere else. Let's see, Karndum, what do you got for me? Anything cheap? Leather worker, that will give me the, like I said, 20. An extra 20. Would be nice to have the Guardians of Karndum, because they are absolutely badass cavalry. That would be so great. Let's Let's get actually Gobedrain. We do have good culture here already, but we do have some unrest. Actually, I think I'm gonna go with the grain exchange here and then queue up the leather tanner after that. Just get some more economy. We should actually be making some money for the next turn. And I think I will be recruiting some Angmarim archers from Litash, and then I'll send them south, I think, actually, to Morvatarth, which should be getting more, 2 more places of free upkeep units after the armory has been built. But apart from that, I don't think there's much more we can do. I'm just hoping that ANGSÜL decides to sally out. That would be just swell. Can you actually join me? No, you can't. But let's actually march you west. Anyway, you're not that expensive. You're another 420, something like that. 435 that I lose out on every turn. So it's not that bad. Hope everyone's doing okay. Otherwise, that you're having a great day or a great week or whenever you're watching this episode. And that you're excited for the holidays and you're not freezing cold. Okay, they still haven't sallied out. We will soon be quite strong actually, but I would not want to... Let's see how they surrender in 3 turns, or they sally out until then, and I have 4 turns to take the rebel settlement, so I can just basically siege them out. And here we can actually, they're already building, that's great. Oh my god, Fuerost actually has a big ass garrison. Dunedain Rangers, those are scary. And a bunch of Dunedain Wardens. And wow, a lot of cavalry as well. That's a scary looking army. Maybe we should actually see if we can get more units over to Gobedrain actually. I'm gonna build a hillman camp right there so that I can actually start recruiting in Atheline. And here, get some communal farms. Better economy. And we can take the opportunity to retrain the thralls as well. Why not? And just, no. Can't queue up any spies because we're maxed out, it looks like. Gobedrain, you did get those units. Where did I recruit the spy then? Karndun? No. Litash? No. No. Did I even train one? No. So that explains it. Okay, we will keep sieging ANGSÜL and also keep on recruiting units because we do need to build up another army as soon as possible to start taking some Dunedain settlements. We're already a quarter into the series. I mean, we're just sprinting through the turns. Because when being a faction that has a lot of numbers but not a lot of quality, you really need to take time to build up the quantity in order to be able to take down like a full stack of Dunedain. That's something that requires basically more than a full stack of Angmar. Okay, we have a armory in Morvatarth, so some more units should be free of upkeep. That's great. We can retrain you, recruit some more thralls. And I'm thinking if I should 3 turns to get some skirmishers. I think I will actually be getting 2 of those. And can't recruit anything here. You're already building. Barchaleg, you're also already building. We can get some hillmen, but that's not the best units. You're already recruiting or building here as well. And you can't recruit anything. That's where we were gonna get a spy, but we don't even have a recruitment slot yet. So there's that. Let's go with Carndoom then. Let's see if we can build something nice here. Maybe a ward camp, something like that. That would be nice. Or a ballista maker. I think a ballista maker would help a lot when doing sieges and things like that. And look at that. We actually have a army in Carndooms that we can use. Or not an army, but at least 3 squads. Let's see if... Are you enough to keep the peace? You actually are enough to keep the peace. So Carndoom will just have 1 little unit of Rudaur savages there, and then we can free up these 4 units. And eventually I'll have to push you over to Gobadrain. But for this turn at least, you can sit in here, rest up, so you'll get more movement points. And I'll actually put you... I would like you to stand somewhere where you can see a lot. Look at that, Baridonyanak. Looks ripe for the taking. So maybe we'll move on that one after we've taken ANGSŭL. But for now, I mean, that's basically all we can do this turn. Let's see if we have some diplomats somewhere. Okay. What would I like from you? I mean... Clans of Enedwaith pretty much already hate us. I don't even know where I can find a settlement of theirs around here. But I'll be running around and eventually I'll find it. Oh wow, it did get a lot of... Litash got some arrows as well. I will be moving them before I end this turn. And you are my fire. Let's move you down, or oh wow, lag. Move you down to talk to Harad, and also Anadonheim would be some good stuff. I would really like an agent that I can run around with down here in High Elf territory. But I guess that's something we'll have to do later on. Need a smoking house at like Mount Graham or Litash. Litash should be making more money than they currently are. Absolutely. I wonder how is it going for Isengard when they're fighting both Rohan and the High Elves and Enedwaith and Dunland. And maybe even Gondor. I mean, they have a lot of fighting to do down there. Okay, Fairground, that's good stuff. Oh, you can actually recruit a spy, and so we shall, and set up a fairground. And that's basically all the money spent right there already. Trait increase. Agendour, Lieutenant of Mordor, has become an engineer. That's awesome. Mount Graham. Right. I just set you to start building that. And also let's queue up some war graders as well. And Gobadrain, you got a grain exchange, and after that you'll set up a leather tanner. That's swell. Actually, you can get a ballista. I'll set it up for you to start building that the next turn. I think that would be very helpful. Should I actually start building a ballista maker here in Carndoom if I can already build ballistas here in Gobadrain? That is the question. What's it cost? 1.8. I think it might be better to just increase, to get the leather worker to get better armor for my troops. And then I'll get some Rude Hour Savages after that as well. Now we should be able to recruit some Hillmen or Thralls or some cheap units along the way as well. And there we got it. Retraining complete of Hillmen in Morvatarth. That's great. They got the shield. I don't know if they actually increased in numbers as well. And diplomatic information. Okay, now Isengard and Rohan are at war with each other. And Gundabad and Mordor are allies. There's my spy. You can run up here again. Fuerost is still stock full of units. Actually, let's see if we can see the diplomacy between... I think Eredlin, yeah, they're still allied with Bree and with the Rangers. I mean, this is a scary group of allies to face. But that's it for this turn. We'll just keep on sieging out. They should sally out in the next turn, but as you can see, they are starting to lose units. Their banner doesn't look as full as it did previously. We need a meeting hall in Gobadrain, actually. Let's queue that up after to get some more free upkeep and go into the next season. And now, most likely, the independent fort will sally out. Or independent settlement. I hope so. Because it feels like it would be a lot easier to fight them when they're sallying out than it would be if I were to charge the walls, especially if the walls had towers. Because I have really bad experience with towers. Okay, they're sallying out. So this actually looks quite a lot better. So I will just save up. And I will see you on the battle map. So here we are. I need all of you guys to drop your equipment. Drop your equipment, and then set up the infantry units and the ranged units. Since we have numeric superiority, basically because we have more units than they do, I'm thinking if it might be a good idea to just charge head first. Okay, they're putting up a line. Let's move our units up a little bit. Orc looters. This is their archers, right? Okay. So now we're starting to shoot at their archers before they're able to get into line, basically. So there we are. And also let's take the thralls. Want to move you guys up because you'll have to like make out the meat shield. And we also have the hillmen. That will be the hammer, basically. And also we have some strong infantry, strong-ish with the Angmar infantry. They're better than the hillmen at least. And also, of course, we have completely blanking on his name, Agendaur. And we have some dark blades who's doing some great shooting. Going quite good so far. Of course, we should be focusing down their Iron Crown warriors. They are down to 57 Angmar archers. So actually I can keep one unit still shooting at them. And then kind of spread out what the other guys are shooting at. Set them in loose formation and spread them out in the front. So they can soak up some fire from their archers. Okay. So they have some thralls running out. Let's actually throw in some thralls of our own, shall we? And the archers, you can run in behind the general. There, this should be just swell. Okay, now the Iron Crown warriors are starting to move up. So we really need to start shooting at them. That didn't sound very good. Someone's sounding a charge. So, where are you at right now? Over there. Now we will send in our infantry and pull back our archers just a little bit, and they will keep... Actually, I don't think we have to pull them back. You can start shooting right from there. Great. And Agendaur can move up around the flank and eventually... Okay, they are starting to break, actually. Already. Okay, how's it going over here? I mean, their Iron Crown warriors are strong. There we go. I'm not that scared, actually, that Agendaur's unit should start falling to hillmen or anything like that. Keep shooting at the Angmarim archers that we have over there. And just... There we go. We got the enemy general. Just keep shooting at their archers. And their unit is actually broken. That's great. Let's see if we can try to take some of them prisoners. And you run in and take care of them. Okay. The archers are still shooting right smack dab in the middle of that. Charge in. All of you just charge in. Attack the thralls. So far, we've lost 6%. They've lost 30. So we're doing quite well, percentage-wise. And they are just retreating, all of them. Actually, I would like to see if I can move you through this. Oh, you're routing. You're routing as well. Wow, a lot of routing. Just charge through. And the archers are doing a great job back here as well. Let's move you up a little bit. Oh, right. Here's the freaking towers that I did not want to fight close to. Run through. Let's actually take some of all of these guys and move them through. So far, the towers don't seem to be shooting, which I'm very grateful for. But I will only be using some trash units to try to take prisoners and just push through. Because I do think that they will basically start... Okay, those guys actually seem pretty eager still. Fighting, reloading, marching, wavering, broken. Just taking prisoners left, right, and center. And there we go. I don't know if we actually get the settlement. We should, because it's a siege. Let's try it. Clear victory. We lost 267. And here we got the stats. Dark Blades inflicted a lot of casualties. Apart from that, it was very spread out, actually, of who got the kills. But we killed more of them than they did of us, and we should even be getting a settlement right now. Hopefully. This just goes to show how inexperienced I am to play these types of games. I don't even know if I get the settlement when they sally out, but I should. Even though I didn't kill 85%. But it should be enough. That is the sound of them dying. Only occupy, that should be enough. So we got ANGSÜL. We got a candidate for adoption as well. That's awesome. An orc pit in ANGSÜL. Might as well. We're gonna need it. Okay, seems like Mordor is doing quite well here, at least. And now we should be moving. Let's actually move you up there first of all. Build a tower. Normal tax rate. Okay. And culture-wise, this is a great place for culture. We should, however, need... We will, rather, need some more buildings to provide, like, free upkeep and things like that. A port would be really nice. But I think that, first of all, I will be setting up a meeting hall. And after that, a Shrine of Melkor. But do we really need it? We have 85%. No, not a Shrine of Melkor. Let's start with a meeting hall first of all. We can still recruit a decent amount of units here actually, so let's set up some of that. Do need more recruitment spots, that's for sure. But that's something that the meeting hall will give us. And the Hillman camp would also provide us some of that. Actually, let's just start setting up a bunch of retraining. That should be nice. And let's see if... Oh, what? How much money did you Oh, nice. Recruiting an army. That's not a good idea. How much money did you actually make? Okay, not that much. I thought it was like up in the thousands somewhere. But let's merge up some units and then we can... Only 2 units are free upkeep. So I think we'll be leaving the really cheap ones that we're going to retrain anyways. And see what happens if I take all of you out. That's actually okay. And you're not free upkeep there anyway. So now we can start moving west with this very decent army. Build some towers on the way. Should have built one right there when I got out. But we should... Got 1 unit of hillmen at the capital. Isn't that just swell? We can take all of you and march you west. Take you to... Not another fort close enough. Let's move you to Bartschlag first. And you can be moved to Atheline. And we really need to build to get some free upkeep here as well. And some spearmen, or some pikemen rather, would be nice to have there. End of turn report. We made some money, and Gondor is looking strong in production as well as population and overall. Aradunaim are the richest though, so that's great for them. And Mordor is doing great military wise. Okay, you got dirt paths here. Let's retrain the thralls as well, shall we? While you're there. And you already got a hillman camp. Did we get any recruitments? Carndum got the hillmen. I've already sent for those. Morvatarth, you got thralls. And you're free upkeep. That's great. I do not like it though that you're not free upkeep. That feels weird. Also, I would love a ballista or something here so that I can attack Morvatarth. But that will be for when we get a spy or something over here. Yeah, we're actually in the process of recruiting a spy, so that's great. And Litash, do I really need all of you guys in there? Okay, let's leave the hillmen. Take the cannoli down to Mount Graham. And if you move into that fort, I wonder, will the archers be free upkeep? No, they are not. Too bad, too bad. Okay, but I think we're maxed out on what we can do right now financially anyway. And if I move you out to build a tower down here, I won't be able to get you back. Would it be worth the risk? You're not free upkeep in there anyway. Let's try it, shall we? And now I want you back. Okay. So that looks good, and this border is still Goblins of Moria, so that's great as well. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now I think we'll just sprint into turn, and you are, okay, you're the general that we got for adoption. So it might be a good idea to bring you along when we attack the Dunedain. Captain Arvegil. Okay, you're still looking pretty weak over there in Baridonionak, but I would love a ballista. Would love to bring along a ballista. And we will start building one next turn. Because the Dunedain has some serious muscle in their settlements. And that's something that we really need to address. But I am not good enough nor strong enough to actually take them on in open field battles if we are somewhat even on the even in numbers. Because their units are quite a lot better than mine generally. Okay, a message from Mordor. The Dark Lord wants us to look out for a simple magical ring that turns its wearer invisible to the naked eye. It is of plain gold and seems to be completely unassuming. Anyone that finds a ring that looks as described is to bring it to Lugburz without delay. Okay. And we are supposed to take Baridonionak. Yeah. So there's that. And also, queues are stalled because we are getting kind of broke-ish. Bartschlag, you've done some communal farming. That's great. And Gobadrain got leather tanner as well. I would like to get the meeting hall up and running. But we spent a lot of gold that turn. Jesus. But we also gotten quite a lot of units recruited. So let's see. Start with Gobedrain. You're up there. You got the Angmar infantry. All of you are costing me a bucket load of money. But might be just as well to put you in this army. All of you cost money anyway. So we will have room for 3 more units. Maybe we take some from this fort, or we wait for the ballista to be built here in Gobedrain. They have started that recruitment, so it's going to be finished in 2 turns, which is going to be just swell. What would happen if I increase your taxes a little bit? Okay, wouldn't affect a lot, but it would still affect some. Let's see if we can get you guys to a fort. I mean, we do have units. We do have units. Just we need more of them to be free upkeep. Okay, you can move, or actually, let's move the thralls. And you are free upkeep, which is just swell. Move you into more of a Tarth. And it looks like we have some elves that might want to tussle. But if they move over to this side of the map, you know what's coming for you. We have a lot of wargs. That would be very nice to send on you elves. Okay, and I actually want you to be part of this army as well. So we're almost in a full stack, which would be very nice to use at Bari Donyanak. And we can't afford cell swords, otherwise that would have been great as well. So we have 334 pieces of gold. Is there anything productive we can do with such a small sum? Otherwise, I do believe that might be best to save that money, actually. Agent limit is reached for spies anyway. However, you can move out. And did I move you too far? Yeah, I moved you too far. God dang it. But at least we got a tower down, so there's that going for us. And he wasn't free upkeep anyway. So, next season, just moving the diplomats down south. That looks like okay. Hope you'll win against Gondor, my friends. My friends. Okay, Independent Realms didn't do anything. Hall of Iron in Carn-Dûm. Well, why not? I'm usually a sucker for all these. Oh, Varyags of Khand. Alright. Really? Do I really have to walk all that way around? Path blocked. End of turn report. We did make some money, but still, I mean, our coffers are getting quite empty with all of our recruitments. But we did get some meeting halls, which is great. Look at that. Free upkeep. Amazing. And in Atheline, we also should get free upkeep. Awesome to see. And now the question is it worth it to get another unit? I think so, actually. Carn-Dûm, you got leather workers. Should be getting some better armor for your troops. Didn't look like that was the case, though. Do I want Rudar Pikemen? You have to walk so far. You're so far away. Can I train anything in Gobedrain? Maybe. No. Actually, let's see if we got anything recruited. Yes, we got the spy. So, Mr. Agent. I want you to move down. Oh, we have a Noldorin family member. That looks like it would be quite easy to take him out with some wargs. Because he's alone. He's alone, and I would love... What kind of units do you have? You have Kalakwendi Lords, so melee units, I think. So I should be able to shoot them down with the wargs. I'm not certain though. But for the next turn we'll be making some more money, which is great. But okay, let's actually just try it, shall we? Do you think it's enough with 2 units of War Graders? If I take you out of Mount Graham. There we go. And move you guys there as well. And attack. So let's save. And I'll see you on the battle map. So this is what I will attempt to do here. We have 3 units of wargs, 2 of which have bows and 1 have spears. So I will actually just try to harass the living crap out of that general, because I do think that they only have, yeah, they're heavy infantry. They don't have any bows, only swords. So let's see what we can do about this, shall we? I want to try to shoot at them from the back as much as possible. But I also, of course, don't want them to start running towards me. Okay, we've brought down 1 of them yet. So that's good. And looks like the skirmishing function is working. Just keep riding closer and closer. Unfortunately, the elves are pretty darn fast though. Okay, so there we go. They are down to 50 units. All of our spears are finished. All the javelins or whatever you can say that the warg skirmishers are throwing. But I will not start to charge them until I am completely out of ammunition. At least we're taking down a big chunk of their health points, I think. Now they're down to 49. And they started running again. So we will run up with our units as well. Starting to become a little bit spread out, but as long as they don't catch up to my wargs, it's good times, basically. They're down to 45. Run up again. I mean, they should start getting bloodied, most of them. They were really close to catching up to us there. I mean, this might not be the most fun to watch, but as long as I'm causing them harm, that's good stuff for me, basically. They're down to 43 units right now, so we've taken down like 10 of them. That's not That's not enough. But as long as we can keep shooting at them from these weird angles. They're down to 40 right now. And I mean, when the ammo is out, then it will just be about charging them, basically. Cycle charging. Very grateful that they haven't started turning around to attack my my raiders, actually. But they still get so spread out. I need my units to be really close to maximize the efficiency of the arrows. There we go. 39. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Look at all the hits. That's some great stuff right there. However, very shortly we will be out of ammo with both of the missile cavalry units. And right there we are out of ammo. So now we'll have to start doing some charges instead. First you charge in, and then you come charge in. Great. Pull back. Oh, wow. Run, please. That hurt us more than it hurt them. Yeah, but we are losing units like crazy as well. Down to 23. Okay, so that charge was actually quite a bit better. There we go. Pull back again. Yeah, we've lost half of our men, but hopefully they've lost 70. Move. Jesus. I shouldn't have to convince you to not stay in your death. They're warmed up. Just keep on charging. Yeah, but fortunately it was just a captain, so it's not that bad. Man, are we gonna lose this? Yeah, the captain is broken. And our guys are just getting warmed up, but still they have more units left than we do. And the charges don't do shit against their units, so this might just be a complete throwaway. Lost one unit there. Yeah, I mean, this is not something we're gonna win, unfortunately. They have 11 units left. And maybe... Okay, so I think I'm gonna try something. This is not gonna go well for us. They have 11 units left, so pull them back from the battlefield. And of course you're running straight through the elves. And then I will send some infantry units to attack them instead. And hopefully they will not be too... they won't replenish too many of their units, so that I can just take them down with infantry instead. Dang, this one hurt. I did not anticipate that they would be that strong against charges. Sending like 120 wargs straight in through their lines, and we got like 5. That is just redonkulous. Yep, we sure did. I do not even want to look at those stats. But hopefully we can see if the elven family member replenished a lot of their troops, and if they didn't, we will send some infantry to fight them instead. At least the wargs won't cost any upkeep now. Not that they did before, but still. We'll just merge them up and move them to be retrained at Mount Gaum. Because some of them should still be alive. Nope, all of them died because we lost too many of our troops. Let's see, what do you got going right now? 19. What kind of units do you got? Let's see if we can take them down with these units. Okay, we should be able to take him down this turn around, and hopefully we'll be able to have some movement points to move them back to the fort or something after we've killed the family member. There we go. Let's start the battle right off the bat. And you have, I don't even know what kind of units you have, man. Okay, you have Huskarls, so you should be really strong against their units. What are you doing? Why, when I tell them to attack something, they just start walking towards them like complete idiots instead of shooting? Okay, they have 20, and I don't think that their shields will let through any significant damage from the arrows. Actually, let's see if I can... Let's see if we can get you to run around them. Maybe just stand at another angle at least, so we can start shooting at their backs. Oh, there we go. That was beautiful. And we starting to chisel down their hit points as well. Now they're down to 19 soldiers at least. Doesn't look like we're even hitting the general though. But at least we're taking down a lot of hit points, hopefully. And after this is just gonna be general versus general. We will increase own army combat effectiveness and minus 500 own army fatigue. So, now let's go. And these guys are armor penetrating, and they should even have a pretty decent charge bonus as well. Where do I have my general, by the way? Hope he's somewhere out here on the flank. Right there, that should be him. Okay, we're taking them down one at a time. Now they have one left. There we go. Why didn't I do that right away? Let's continue, actually. Take him down, maybe? What the hell? Please don't tell me that he's gonna be able to escape. The archers seem to be a bit quicker. Come on. What the hell? Does the armor effect work even when he's broken? Because that is some absolute horse shit in that case. Come on. I mean, you had him. You had him. Oh my god, what the absolute shit bucket is this? They had him. They fucking had him. But they let him escape. Okay, so now he's gonna survive and he will be replenishing his troops because he could just ran zigzag through my units, and even though we hit him when he was broken, he survived. Absolute bullshit. So that was complete BS. And now most likely my troops are going to die out here. Let's move you there first of all. So that was a complete throwaway of my units. That really pisses me off, and I will most likely be whining about that for quite a while in the future. But let's just recruit some more units. And it's also time to wrap this episode up for today. Really anticlimactic finish, if I dare say so myself. Complete bullshit that the general managed to escape by running through my troops when he was broken. That is crap. But also, I do think that we... Okay, they have gotten more units at Body Dunyonak, but most of them are quite depleted, like the Dunedain Rangers and also the Wardens. But we will save that for the next episode when we even have a ballista, so we can start shooting down some towers. That will be fun. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next one, where we will be attacking Body Dunyonak with a ballista from Gobedrain. Gonna be a lot of fun. See you then. Until then, have a great day.